Hello, I'm Rob, this is Digital Wastrel, and I'm going to paint some Alpha Legion. Hello, I'm Rob, this is Digital Wastrel, and I'm going to paint some Alpha Legion. Hello, I'm Rob. I'm going to paint some Alpha Legion today, and I'm going to paint 4 different Marines. I'm going to do a metal base and cover them in contrast, and I'm going to see which one comes out the best. 4 colours we're going to try out today are Contrast Ancelian Green. We also got some Contrast Pterodon Turquoise. We've got some Contrast Ethermatic Blue. Very bold. And finally, bit of a wild card, we've got some Citadel Air Calth Blue Clear. Yeah, that's what that's called. We've started off with a base of Leadbelcher. The base I have done with this one here. Nice kind of neutral brown, not too dark, not too light, but you can use whatever you like. We are going to start with giving him an all-over wash of Nuln Oil. So when I did my Emperor's Children, who were done in a very similar manner, I used the Nuln Oil wash after I had done the dry brushing, but I think if we're talking about speed, it's better to give the whole thing a wash and then give it a dry brush to bring out the highlights. If you want to take your time and do it a slightly different order, you can. We're just covering the whole thing with, as you can see, a pretty heavy wash of Nuln Oil. When the wash is dry, do a heavy dry brush of Leadbelcher. If you were more selective in washing the black, then you could probably skip this stage, but I prefer to basically go heavy and then correct mistakes later. I find that's much easier than trying to do fiddly work because I do not have the neatest technique. After the Leadbelcher, we're going to do another dry brush of Runefang Steel to really make it shiny. After the dry brushing, we're going to add the washes. So I'm going to use Calth Blue on this guy, Ancelian Green on this guy, Pterodon Turquoise on this guy, and Ethermatic Blue on this guy. Calth Blue is being watered down with technical contrast medium, about 50-50 mix, and I'm doing the other contrast paints all neat. The Calth Blue is going on in the same technique that I used for my purple Eidolon Clear, which you can check out using the link that might be on screen right now. Contrast is done, and on to the next stage. I've already tidied up the trim using Runefang Steel, so we're ready to go on to the next stage, which is gun casing in Dark Reaper. And then the pipes and the joints in the armour with Black Templar contrast. I painted the lenses white, which I did off camera because I need a steady hand for that, and I don't want to try and do that and get that in the shot at the same time. We're going to put a little dot of Blood for the Blood God in each of the eye lenses. Once that's dry, we can go back with some silver and contrast mix and tidy up around the eyes if necessary. Let's give the bolt gun a wash of Nuln Oil. At this stage, if there are any silver bits that are a little bit too bright, we can also go over it with another non-oil wash and knock them down a little bit, like possibly areas that got a little bit too much of a dry brush in previous stages. Oh yeah, and of course then we can tidy up any mistakes. At this stage I've mixed up some of the contrast paint with some of the Runefang steel. We're going to use that to tidy up around the eyes where I spilt paint outside of designated paint areas. Final step is to give the base a wash and a dry brush. In this case we're going to wash it with good old brown wash and then give it a bit of a light brown and then a bone highlight, dry brush highlight, and then we'll do the base rim black, and then we'll come back when all 4 of them are done and we can see how they look. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and let me know which of the 4 did you like best. For me, it was probably that one. That one. Can you tell that I'm recording this outro before I actually painted the miniatures? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it has inspired you to paint some Alpha Legion, or other Space Marines pretending to be Alpha Legion, or Alpha Legion pretending to be other Space Marines. Those are your 3 main choices, I think. Bye!